Evening all, and welcome back to Kerbalism. We are starting this episode off launching a new craft. Our Dres window is still about 4 days away, but I finished building this and I wanted to launch it. It's a probe that has a nuclear engine on board, has enough fuel to get to Dres and park in orbit. It's got every experiment I can possibly fit onto 6 probe cores and the resource scanner at the front. I'm hoping it's got decent enough communications because it's got the strongest ones I can have, and I put 2 of them on there, so it should be pretty good. Also put radiators because I wasn't entirely sure whether we need them or not for nuclear engine because it's nuclear powered, so we'll see. And here we are at sunrise, just coming around Kerbin with our wonderful little probe right here. It's quite compact, and I'm quite happy with that. Very large solar panels because Dres is a long way away. Dres is, I don't know if you just noticed the name of it there. Dres is there. It's past the asteroid belt if we had one, but yeah, and it's not on the correct axis either, so it's going to be a little bit awkward to get to, but should be fine. There's our Duna one. This is going to be the Dres one. Yes, this is called. I didn't put any Kerbal Engineer stuff on this. That was a small mistake. This is called the Deer, the Dres Explorer and Research. Dres Explorer and Research. Deer. NASA likes its weird names for things, so I thought I'd do the same. So, how are we going to get out to Dres? Well, we need to. There's the sun. So we want to fire so our engine is. So we go with the planet's atmosphere. So we want to basically fire at sunset. Zoom. Probably a bit after that, in fact. Not really sure how far out we need to go. Let's set Dres as our target. So push ourselves out until we get to about there. That looks good enough to me. And then I think we're going to move this along a bit. Because we can get that better. We want that to be in line here. So, I mean, I could move it here. That's probably the best thing to do at the moment. There we go. Yeah, so we're firing perpendicular to the planet's orbit. Gives us the best boost. You see, look at that. Look, exactly the same amount of deltaV, and now we're leaving on a spaceship. Don't know when we'll be back. But we don't need to go that far, so let's slow it down. I do wonder what deltaV that was. My deltaV readings are still broken. I have quick reloaded the game, done all sorts of things. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what's caused that. I do have better burn time installed. Maybe that's gone wrong. I don't know. It's definitely a problem I've had since I've updated to 1.91, so that's probably the reason behind it. Okay, so we'll launch and we'll get to there, which is fine. Yeah, that's okay. So I'm gonna go a little bit more. I want to get these two to be sort of close to each other, and then at the descending node we'd add another maneuver. And we'd push our orbit up, like so. Oh. Could you kindly retarget that if you don't mind? Target, yeah. And that maneuver node we would bring down. And we're close. We are close. So let's wiggle about with this a bit here. So much easier using the maneuver node editor. Oh, that one. No, I want to come down. That one. Don't quite know what happened there. There we go. So our target is going to be behind us when we get there. So we need to take this one and we need to fire some more. There we go. So that we are... No, set that, thank you. Set target, thank you. So that we are at roughly the correct area. And then we want to take this one here and put it up some. That's pretty good. Pretty good. What are we here? We would be 39 million kilometers away. Right click that and get that number up, thank you. Let's see. Oh, there we go. We got an encounter. We have an encounter with Dres by doing that, which would be awesome. Awesome. Right, so we can't use this here for the moment. Maybe I'll restart the game and get rid of better burn time and see what happens there. But if I right click on that maneuver, that's 1,486 meters a second, and then that one is an additional 543. So we're looking at 2,000 meters a second, and we have, according to this, 0, which is very helpful. What if I just quickly puff the engine? No, we still apparently have 0. How strange. How strange. I tell you what, I'm gonna uninstall Better Time or check whether there are any updates for any mods. I'm not sure. And we shall be back in just a moment. Okay, so we're back, and that took a lot longer than I expected. Uninstalling Better Time didn't fix it. I went through a couple of other mods, and I tried to revert Kerbal Space Program back to 1.9 because it worked there, and then my save went incompatible, and then I put it back to 1.91, and it told me the save was still incompatible. And yeah, we're back. I managed to fix it by one of my quick saves. I had to rename to the main file so it would actually load. I don't understand, but it's not working. This is not working. So what I'm hoping is that I can point the craft to correct correction, get round to here somewhere, fire the engine, and this will start dropping. So yeah, the problem to this is that I don't know where to start burning because I'm using a nuclear engine which doesn't have that really good thrust on it. So I suppose the best bet is going to be I should have put Kerbal Engineer on this. I really should have. If I'd have put Kerbal Engineer, I could use some of the settings in that to do things, but I didn't. So we haven't. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So what we're gonna do is that doesn't stay up. Let's go round to here. My apparatus is in orbit, but it's not. Oh, there you go. I got an orbit there. So, but saying 2 minutes, okay. And I don't know where it is because the markers. Oh God, I'm gonna have to just basically eyeball this. I think. I'm just going to point prograde and hope it works and let it go. And by the time we get to our second manoeuvre, which is a long way away, hopefully I can fix this problem, because until it's fixed I can't really do a great deal. Might have to go through the mods one by one to find out what's broken it. I'm sure it's an update to 1.9 that's done it. Right, here we go. 2 minutes. Fire. There we go. That's not going down. Damn. That is going down though. That line is going down. Okay, so maybe I can just visualize it that way, and hope and pray. Yeah, maybe. Don't know. It might take multiple orbits to do this because nuclear engines are very, 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 very weak. So yeah, I think we'll go past it. And we'll carry on firing until we're 2 minutes past, which might be enough. That might actually, yeah, that's definitely that. That's yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll go with this. We'll go with this, and we'll see what happens here. So I need to get my orbit out so it meets that apparatus. That is going down. Okay, so part of it's working, part of it is not. There we go. That's not the correct orbit that I wanted to be because we're out here, but oh well. Oh well. Let's close that. Let's close that. Right. Set you as a target. Go to your descending node. Add maneuver. And you instantly say 10,000 meters a second. Okay, and we are going to be way out. Ah, there we go. I can get an encounter there. There we go. Okay, and that will be 568 meters a second. That's fine. Okay, we still have 0 fuel apparently as well. I don't know what's happened there. Yep, I don't know what's happened there. We've used about half our fuel. Okay. Right. I'm going to turn the craft round that way. Just to get a solar panels perpendicular to the sun. And we shall let the Dres scanner go. Let's add an alarm clock for our next manoeuvre. Give us 10 minutes if you don't mind. That's down there. The Dres one can now go. We don't need that. Boom. So our next one is our beep delivery in 9 days. And what I think I'm going to do is actually I'm gonna stop now and try and fix this here, and we'll see if I can do this. I'm recording this episode well in advance, so we'll be okay. We'll be okay, and hopefully we can get that working, because yeah, that's annoying. Very, very annoying. Right, so although it's only been a few seconds for you, it's been 2 days for me, and one of those days was spent being very ill, but pretty much having Kerbal Space Program loaded, or loading over and over and over to try and figure out this bug, this 10,000 meter a second thing, and I figured it. I figured it, and I'm an idiot. I have uninstalled pretty much every mod I could possibly strip back, and still had the problem, and then reinstalled it and still had the problem and couldn't figure it out. Decided just randomly to go to a different craft. I jumped over to move notes here now, but I jumped over to well, I tried this one here, the beep delivery one, and that was causing the same problems, and my brain was and I jumped over to something we got in orbit in the moon, the delta what now in orbit in the moon, and that one worked, and I was going, why? And I figured it out. You see, I have labelled these crafts as science so that I know what they are, so that it separates them out. And that's the problem. That's why we've got no deltaV, because science is designed to be on the ground, so Kerbal Space Program just misreads them. So all you have to do is find the probe, which is hidden right inside here. rename the vessel and just change it to a probe, rover, change it to anything else. I'm going to make it a plane so that it stands out for me. Okay, we'll make it a plane. We then save the game and load the game. And there we go. 55 meters a second, 2,148 meters a second engine. It works. It works. That was the problem. So if you ever come across this issue, it's because of that. So I need to do exactly the same to this one here so that I can actually get that engaging with members properly, so I know what to do there. But now I know. And I make them planes because planes in space doesn't make sense. So yeah, maybe for things like this, when I've got them in orbit, just going round and around like that one's the beep one, polar orbit, I can leave them as that because it doesn't matter. So not important. So yeah, so I think we're okay. I think that's it. So we was going out to Dres with this one, wasn't we? I need to redo all the wonderful things. So let's see. And there we go, with some absolute awesome fine-tuning. I have got an encounter over the pole, 64,000 meters. Awesome, in 1 year, 198 days. And it's going to cost us 566 deltaV. Yay! So I can remove that one, and I can add, remove a node. That one in 201 days. So awesome. We've also got a Moho probe coming up. Maybe we could send this exact thing to Moho as well. And even to Eve. Because this is pretty much all the science we have that we won't be returning. We could do a flyby Moho with some like mystery goo and material scanner and try and bring it back. But I think we'll just send this to Moho and another one to Eve when that comes up in 151 days. Although by the time that comes up, we will have more stuff from Mimbus. So yeah, okay. Then we've got our Duna window coming up in a long time. So that's the plan. The plan is to get as much possible science as we can ready for our next Duna window, and then go all in. We're going to go and send a colony out there, and everyone is going to be happy and awesome, and yeah, that's the plan. So why don't we jump over to this one and pick this one as deltaV, and then in 9 days we can arrive at Mimbus. And I just think I missed it. We have a coronal mass that approached the Kerbal system, and I think I got like 3 pop-ups saying that radiation scans have been completed, because we've got loads of probes all doing stuff. Really, I should point this away from the sun. Not that I think this matters. We have no Kerbals on board, so it doesn't particularly matter. Out, is that? I don't think it particularly matters. Nothing. I mean, they are going to take radiation damage, but I can't exactly put the solar panels in because I don't think we've got enough. Well, enough battery power to do anything like that at all. We're still a little ways out. Fast forward down here. Chronomash is heading to Moon Flyby 2. I don't even know where that is. That's like miles away, isn't it? Is it Moon Flyby 2? Yeah, there. So it's hit Kerbal. Gonna hit that. That's probably a craft we can get rid of because that went way off course. No, let's zoom there. Blah blah blah. Danger. Zoom down there. Surface mystery goo on Kerbal landed. Completed. We have nothing more from it. Okay. So we've pretty much learnt all we can from that one there. What I should do is quick save, and quick load this one to fix its deltaV problems. There we go, 2,899 on the engine. Awesome. And fast forward through. Putting ourselves retrograde and then figure out where we need to start slowing down. Yeah, we don't. We're good. Okay, right. So, focus on Nimbus. That's what we want to do. We want to bring that right down. We kind of want to be polar as well, so it's only 59 seconds. I don't have better bird time installed, so I haven't got the added things here. So it's not telling me when to start my burn. It's saying how long the burn's going to be, and so on. So yeah, I think we'll do that, and then we can point ourselves prograde, point ourselves orbital. No, not orbital, polar. That's the word I'm after. Point ourselves polar. Easy enough. We've got plenty of deltaV. Don't really have to worry too much about that. Things going terribly, terribly wrong. Right. Okay. 9 minutes left yet, so we'll time a bit more. Just want to do it at the periapsis, which is 5 minutes away. Interesting. Did I miss the periapsis? I did. Okay, so we're not going to do it there. We're going to do it at the periapsis. It's a 10-second burn, so we'll do it 5 seconds using this clock down here, because that makes more sense. Please forgive my sniffling if you can hear that through the mic. I'm seem to be suffering from a lot of colds. I've had a week off work, and in typical fashion, I take the week off and I fall ill, which is typical. Oh, there we go. I wasn't looking. Oh, that's 20. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Awesome. Right. Let's walk down to here. And our Duna scanner's going to be hit next. Ooh. Can't really do a great deal about that. Even directing it won't really help. It would if I pointed in certain directions. Excuse me. If I pointed in certain directions and shut the solar panels, it could do it, but would it survive long enough? Because if it doesn't have the power, I then can't open the panels again. So, gonna have to weather it out. Great. Yay. So let's bring ourselves down a little bit. Try and get 20 by 20, shall we? There we go, that'll be. And now what I want to do is I want to try and get on the equator and do something like that. Yeah, that's what I want. Which is basically just going to be firing exactly normal. Yeah, normal is firing north. Yeah. Normal is firing perpendicular to your orbit, So our orbit is going this way across the screen. The normal is firing that way and anti-normal is firing. I don't know how they figure out which one is normal and anti-normal. So I'm going to accept that this knows what it's doing. Fire the engine up nice and gently. Can we see our inclination here at all? Advanced orbit. There we go. Inclination. There. So I can get rid of that and just watch the inclination, and that'll be above 80 for beep to work. We've got 85. 85, look. 4, 5. There we go. 85-degree inclination basically means when we're at the North Pole, we are 5 degrees off from it. And South Pole will be 5 degrees off as well. But that should be enough for all of our sensors to start working. So let's turn them all on, shall we? Meter, auto, start. The resource scanner. Oh, minimum altitude of 50k. Oh, okay. Beep can start, and the I don't know why I closed the antenna. Did not mean to do that. Right, so in that case, we need to increase our orbit. So we'll go back to this one here. This basically replaces Kerbal Engineer. Kerbal Engineer gives you more, but you can use these two tabs down here for doing that. So you see here, like our inclination is 85%. Eccentricity is very, very close to circular. So if I'm reading that correctly, it should be our aparatus is 20k. Our periapsis is 20,070. That's 20,364. So we're very close to being circular. If eccentricity was 0, or eccentricity, whichever you want to pronounce it, you would have exactly circular orbit. So that's happy. I think that's what that is. Yeah, that's right. I don't know what ejection is. Not a clue. Angle between the craft or the maneuver positioned around the orbiter. That /n on that position. That /n means another line. I know what that means in programming or in any script really. So that should be another line. So that should be on 3 lines. So yeah, angle between the craft or the maneuver position around the orbited body and that body's trajectory around its parent. I don't know what that means. I genuinely don't know what that means. Okay, but anyway, yeah. So I point prograde, means we're firing forward, and then I can get my apparatus and just push it up to 50k. We'll go 52. 52, and then we can walk around here. Then beep has an invalid situation. Why is it invalid? Oh, because it must be low. Oh, that's not very nice. Well, I can't have the resource survey and beep running at the same time. Well, I can. You know what? We're going to do that. We're going to do that. So we've gone 52. We're going to bring this down to 12. I'll keep making the engine there, and I've used like about 10 ignitions doing that. But it doesn't matter. We've got loads of them. But there we go. So that means for half our orbit, we will be doing the resource scanner. New signal, which is fine. Then we'll drop below 50. How close you have to be for low orbit of Mimas? Got to be under 30k. Okay, and then for the other half of it will be. Wow, that means that technically it's going to take twice the amount of time to scan Nimbus. I honestly think I would prefer the resource survey to run, because it only takes it's space high, isn't it? Runs in yeah, it's just a global, so it runs the whole planet. So if we did the whole resource survey of Mimas for the 19 days, we can then drop this to a lower orbit. Our beep can do its whole thing it needs to do. So in that definition, we only lose 1 day. Up. Bring this out to 52 as well. I think above 50 will work. There we go. And yeah, because the resource scanner requires this sort of orbit, whereas Beep doesn't. It can work on any orbit because it works on biomes. Fine. And sight is done. Sight is done over the Mimas Highlands. Let's have a look. I want Kerbal. No, turn that off. Go away, go away. Mimas. You've only got one to do, which is the flats. And everything else. I guess we already had sight going up here. Probably did. That's the flats. So, okay, so it's going to take 20 days. It's going to take 20 days. Let's put an alarm here for raw timer time interval in 20 days. Oh, nope, add alarm. And that will, our resource survey will then be done. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so we've got a Moho launch coming up in 2 days. Let's maybe do that. And as our science plane does a flyby of a rocket sat there on the launch pad ready to go, we're going to have to wait until the next episode to actually launch it. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again next time. Till then, as always, have fun.